Just want to say from the top that I enjoyed this episode, but I will say this is very much a setup episode for the back portion of this season. And it's not bad, it's just I think some people will have issue with how much setup goes into this episode. A war is coming between Oz and Sophia, and it's going to be wild. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell a friend. If you're new, check out the rest of the channel, and let me know what you think. Let's dive into The Penguin, Episode 5. After episode 4 treated us to some much needed insight into Sophia's history and her relationship with Oz, we're back at it in this one. There is a war coming, and from the onset of this series, one would have assumed that this show would have climaxed in a full-scale battle for power between the Maroni and Falcone family empires, expertly manipulated into action by Oz himself. However, after an epic turn of events, it won't be the Maronis and the Falcones duking it out in the coming struggle for power in Gotham, but it will be between Oz and Sophia, now going by Sophia Gigante, her mother's maiden name. And I cannot wait to watch all of this play out. After murdering what was left of her family aside from Johnny, Sophia takes control of the Falcone Empire, tearing down everything her father built to start a new one. She takes on her mother's maiden name, constructing a new organization from the ashes of the previous one. Calling on all of her various captains, she vows to protect them, compensate them fairly, and treat them with more respect and dignity than her father and his cohorts ever did. Sophia is awesome. She's so calculating, yet so mysterious. You never quite know if she's just going to pop off for no reason at all at any second, which coincidentally happens this episode. In an act to assert her dominance inside the family and prove to her underlings that she is a serious candidate to take on this role, she executes Johnny in front of everyone before dumping a bag of cash on the table to show her appreciation to her captains. It's wild, and I loved seeing it. After not getting a whole lot of Oz last week and Vic, well, we didn't get any Vic, I don't think. They're back in full force in this episode. Oz is still plotting elaborate schemes after his charade with the Maronis just hit the fan. He brings in his men to finally form a family of his own, going after the Maronis first. Kidnapping Taj, the Maroni's eldest son, he devises a plan to return Taj and retrieve his stolen mushrooms at the same time. In true Oz fashion, he arranges for Sal to be killed in his cell, while he delivers a gasoline-covered Taj to his mother, setting them both ablaze. Like usual though, Oz's plans don't fully come together as predicted, and Sal escapes the assassination attempt, sending him into full panic mode. This causes Oz to hole up with his mother and Vic in a condemned building in Vic's old neighborhood. And there's definitely more to come on this because Vic gets spotted by some previous gang members that he once knew. And so I'm interested to see where that storyline goes, because it's definitely going to throw a wrench in whatever Oz has planned next. This episode was exciting. Granted, it doesn't progress the story along a whole lot and as much as I'd like it to, but it definitely sets up for an epic conclusion for this series. Even toward the end, Sophia understands the full extent of Oz's dealings and goes to Sal for a truce, ultimately joining forces with him. For the time being, it seems like Oz's actions are set to just completely erupt in his face. But if we know anything about this character, it's that he's always quick to think on his feet and slither out of any bad situation he gets himself stuck into. I just absolutely love these characters. The way Oz and Sophia move through this universe, both just 10 steps ahead of anyone around them. And I'm looking forward to how they're going to come to blows and how their rivalry will come to a conclusion. I mean, it has to, right? I don't know, or maybe both of these characters will move forward into the Batman Part 2. And I honestly wouldn't mind that at all. I guess we'll just have to see.